So for Christmas, we thought we would improve our home audio system in getting a Bose soundbar, woofer, and surround sound system. The soundbar is a 600 and it gives great sound. There's a woofer, a 500 series woofer, that gives really low bass sounds, but the surround sound is something we really wanted to accomplish. So what we want to do is put up 2 surround sound speakers in the ceiling up here that will then direct the sound toward the living room seating area, okay? So in order to do that, and these, so we got the surround sound speakers. Here's what they look like. Cute little white speakers. We got white so it wouldn't stand out from the wall. They come in white and black. Oh. So this is what they look like. And they're kind of small, but they're heavy set, and I've always liked Bose products. I have Bose headphones, I have Bose earbuds. I've had, even when I went to college, I had these Bose bookshelf speakers with the rear reflection, and they were just marvelous speakers. So I've always liked Bose. Now a lot of people say they're pricey, but I really feel you get what you pay for, and the sound quality in these is excellent. Now the thing about these surround sound speakers is they come in 2 pieces. One is the wireless receiver piece, and that's what these are here. And there's a right and a left channel for each one. And then you stick the wire in here, and then you wire it into the back of the speaker. That's the power outlet on this end. So, and they're wireless, which is really nice. So I don't have to worry about running wires up the walls across the ceiling. But I do have to get these hanging from the ceiling. I have to get these plugged in and laying across the attic floor into the wiring on these. So that's what we're going to do today, is we're going to connect these onto the ceiling and pitch them correctly. Now, in order to do that, we had to get these brackets. And the brackets were a little pricey, were $39 a piece, but they're, again, heavy-duty brackets. I've opened one up here because I hate clamshell packaging. Don't you? I mean, I had to get out my hefty big buck knife just to cut this thing open. And I don't know how normal people do. I don't know how anyone who doesn't have a big buck knife or anything to cut these things open does it. But anyway, so here's the bracket that'll go up in the ceiling. This is the down, the thing that will, I don't know how this works, actually. Anyway, we're going to figure that out today. These are the brackets to screw it into the drywall. And here is the instruction manual right here. So that's what I thought. So this is the down piece that will, I guess it has to replace that, because this has to come down, and then this has to hold the bracket that will then hold the speaker on just like that. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to get up in the attic. Well, first thing we're going to do is we're going to figure out where we want our speakers to be in the living room. I'm going to drill holes into the drywall for the wiring and the bracket, and then I'm going to go upstairs and get the wiring laid out, have it drop down so we can plug them into the speakers, and we'll see if it all works. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we've got to prep these for the ceiling hanging apparatus, because these are made for, so this is made for a wall bracket, and then you just screw that on and do that. But we need to hang this from the ceiling, so it involves using these ceiling extenders. So the first thing we have to do, according to instructions, is take this piece off here, like that, and then just pop this out. Oh, pops out just like that. Okay, okie doke. So we'll do that for the other one as well. Okay, and we'll pop that out. Okay, so make sure I get these the same. that. Okay, cool. Take this piece off. This piece. And it's going to be a little tricky, and reattach this piece at the end of it. Doesn't feel like it's going in there real easily. The threads look good. Guess I can take that off for now. Okay, got that one done. I can put that back on there. So let's do this other one, see if it's as difficult to do as that one was. Make sure this other one's nice and tight. Yep. Okay, cool. So now, as I said earlier, these are the satellite boxes. There's one, it's already left. You can switch it to right. They already come with one configured for the left and one for the right. And these are the speaker cables. Now, they're not terminated because you could cut them any length you needed to, but I'm just going to leave them full length because I'm just going to string it across the attic and into the downhole. But these are but the plugs on this, on the side, on the plugs that are terminators rather, are rather large. And they plug in the back of the speaker just like that, okay? Once you have the wire in there. But I don't want to have to drill a hole so big in the ceiling to fit this through. So I'm not going to put these onto the wire until the wire comes through the ceiling, and then I'll go in, and you see there's a black and a red, and you just put them in there and screw them in and make them tight. And then this end plugs right into this box here, just like that, okay? So, and then here's the power supplies as well. So the next thing we need to do is we have to use this template and mark 5 holes wherever we want that speaker. 4 holes to hold the bracket and 1 hole for the speaker cable to come through. Now the screws we're going to be using to hold this up are these butterfly type ones that once you put them through the hole like that, then you put in the screw and it just, it puts pressure against the drywall evenly so it won't break through. But they're big to put through, so I have to drill a 1/2 inch hole at each of these 4 spots to put that little bracket through. Now, you could possibly get by with something like this, but this is really for a wall rather than a ceiling, because the ceiling is going to put more undue weight, I think, on these things and it could pull these right out. So I think it's best that we use these butterflies. That's why they're here. And so we'll get that done next. So in placing these the speakers rather, I wanted to put them on either end of the sofa, pointing down a few feet back from the sofa. And this is our main home theater setup here. We have this main sofa where Cindy and I sit and watch television. I don't want to draw holes into joist, But I noticed in the attic that these recessed lights are suspended on brackets between the joists. So if I put the speaker even with this light, and I'm going to line them up with these hanging pendants here. And so if I put that speaker about right here, it's lined up there. It's lined up there. Then that gives me a good downward focus on the people seated there. If I put them back too far, I think we'd get too much. We wouldn't hear the stereo surround as much. So anyway, I'm going to mark it here. And I'm real retentive about this stuff, so I want it to be as square as we can. Does that look pretty square, Cindy? All right. Cindy's running camera right now. So I'm going to mark the 4 holes plus the speaker hole. All right, I got those. And that looks pretty square. Yeah, I think so. All right, so let's go do the other one. So even with those lights, and even with the pendants, even with those lights, even with the pendants, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty square. Yeah, I think I can go with that. According to the instructions, I need a 1/2-inch hole bit. Because if you look at, for this butterfly to slip through the hole, that hole has to be, roughly a 1/2 inch wide. For the wire, I think I can get by, yeah. That'll be a snug fit, but it'll work. And this was a 1/4 inch bit. So now I'm gonna get up there and drill some holes. I always get nervous drilling into fresh drywall because I hate patching drywall. Getting the drag right and everything is just a pain, but.
Which one is the wire?
This one right here. And this is for the wire. Alrighty, good. All right, so we're gonna go up our nifty little attic ladder. Okay. Ooh, it's dark over there. We're gonna have to get a light to see what we're doing over there. Try to find those little screws that I poked up in the ceiling, and I've got to cross these joists over here without falling through them. But before we do that, I want to get the wire so I only have to make one trip across the joist. So I'm going to very carefully go here and plug that in. Then I'm going to attempt to put this around here. Yeah, around here, so I can get it closer to where I need it. Now this is a dehumidifier unit, and it's kind of in the way, but it's an important element when you live in the Houston area to dehumidify the air up here. Let's undo the power on these. Now I haven't turned on the power on the surge protector yet, so we're not going to do that until we get everything wired up and ready to go. All right, and then we have to put in one of these cables, and this is the piece that I have to go across the joist and stick down that hole. So I'm going to twist these together so I can get them down the hole a little easier. All right, so let me go ahead and put that over there. I'll plug it in there, and we're ready to go on that one. All right, now comes the fun part. I gotta get over there and figure out where I'm going to go this. Now, I don't think we're going to be able to take the camera with me. Cindy's going to do the best she can from where she is. Just have to trust me that there's that hole in the ceiling, and I'm going to poke this wire through it somehow. Okay? I'm glad it's winter because it's hot up here. I think it's, what is it, 65 degrees outside? Feels like 75 up here. But I was able to string the wire across the joist and into the holes without falling through the joist. Imagine that. It was really tough because I'm really into the slope of the ceiling over here. But I've got everything plugged in into the surge protector. The surge protector is not turned on yet. I don't want to power it on until I get the speakers wired downstairs. And then we'll connect them to the stereo and see what it sounds like. All right, now that we're back from our attic escapade, still warm. Yeah, I don't think I need to put these connectors on just yet. Let's get this bracket bolted on first. For that one. And what we have to do is we have to go ahead and thread each of these in here. Just a minimal amount. Okay, now I want this channel for the wiring to be in the back. So, because that's where I put the wire hole. So now we have it screwed on there. That's not coming off. So next thing is to put this cover on, just like that. It covers up the screws. And I can still, shorten the cable once I plug it into the speaker. So the first thing we have to do to prepare our brackets to hang them is we have to take this screw here off of this clamp piece. And basically we want to take this plastic piece that's there. I guess I need to unscrew it on the way. We want to trash that. There's these other pieces that have a larger hole than the piece I just took off. This is called the L piece. And it's going to clip on just like that. And then on the back of the bracket, we line up that knob with that hole. And then we use the screw we just removed to screw it back into the bracket. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put on this wire connector onto the loose ends of the wire. Red, and there's a red screw and a gray screw. So red goes, oh, I need to unscrew these. And it takes a little bitty Phillips screwdriver. Fortunately, I have plenty of screwdrivers, varying sizes. So put the red one. Come on, do I have to take it out? Oh, I see. I didn't even get it cleared enough. You can see, I don't know if you'll be able to see in there, but there's little screws in there. And you just have to bring them up high enough that you get enough clearance. Okay? So, let me put that red in that, the black in that one. And let me clamp them down. So much of electronics these days, anything you buy, furniture, anything, is so DIY. They expect you to put everything together or hire somebody to do it. I don't mind doing this stuff. It's kind of fun figuring it all out. But sometimes you'd like to get a piece of furniture that's already assembled, you know. Okay, so here we have the wire going down that channel. We're gonna, let's see, I guess. Oh man, don't tell me that. No, we can do it like this. Nope. We're going to do it like this. All right, so let me clamp that on there. Just like that. Now, to position it, of course, all I have to do is just loosen that. Oh, all I have to do is just loosen this to bring it down and position it. Now, let me go get a speaker. Well, not as straightforward as I thought it would be. Let's see. Well, I'll be darned. That screw's in the way. Oh, you know what? No. That can't be true. Listen, the screw that I put back in here, that I'd taken out, is too long. I didn't realize that there was another same type of screw, only shorter, because I couldn't get the speaker to fit on there. So, we've learned a valuable lesson. See, that screw is longer than that screw. And because it stuck out in here, it was blocking the attachment of the speaker. So, lessons learned. Yeah, that's it. Okay, I knew I could turn it a little bit because I want to turn it a little bit. I want to turn it straight toward the TV. I don't know why, I just do. Because I think it'll give, and I'll be sitting between it and the TV on my end of the sofa, and Cindy will be on her end. I think that'll work fine. Okay. Now, let's see if this, feed the cable through the bracket there. Plug it in. Pull out the slack. Bingo. We now have a speaker. That looks good. So now I've gone upstairs, I've turned on the power to the surround sound speakers. Next thing we have to do is have the living room system recognize those surround sound. And I've got, oh, I had queued up Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. It just came out on Disney Plus, so we're going to give it a whirl and see what it sounds like once we get here. So let's go to living room. Here we go, accessory speakers. There we go. Add Bose accessory speakers. Continue. It's searching for speakers now, so hopefully we'll find them. There they are. Surround sound speakers. All set. Ooh, did you hear that little roll? Oh, it's coming in the surround sound. It just did a circle of sound here. So we're going to see what this sounds like. Now, I know you won't be able to hear it in the surround sound effect on your YouTube or whatever you're watching this on, but we're going to see. All right, we're going to play one of the trailers for Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny.
I'm retiring.
Well, in that case, what are we drinking?
Same for the goddaughter.
Dad told me you found something on a train.
Anyway, it sounds wonderful. And I hope this helped you. If you're planning on installing surround sound speakers, I hope this little instruction video helps. Anyway, enjoy the sound.